Now I'm going to do it again. Thank you. I'm going to do it again. Should be easy. I'm getting very good at running for president. No, I won 3 times, did very well the second time, by the way. It's a rigged election, but we don't have to talk about it.
What in the baby Jesus did I just watch? This guy is out of his freaking brain. He must be on something, losing his mind, I don't know. But if this speech doesn't call for the 25th Amendment to be invoked, or Section 4, and have J.D. Vance take over, because this guy clearly can't execute the duties of president. My God. I'm still in shock. What do you think?
I wasn't gonna make a video on this, but so many people are losing their effing minds about Donald Trump putting on the 2028 election, saying that he's going to run for re-election in 2028, saying that it will be the 4th time that he's run, 4th time that he's won. By the way, I firmly believe he won in 2020. That's my belief. That's my opinion. But if you really think that if you really think that he's going to run, and you're only believing the clips that all the news stations are putting out, and you're not listening to the entire clip where he said, "Hey, I'm just kidding," then you got something else going on to where you need to do a little bit more research. But I will say this. If Donald Trump decides to win, if Donald Trump decides to run, not win, even though I do believe he would win, in 2028, he would have my vote, 100%. Because no other president in the history of presidencies has shown this much care for the American people and this much protection for the American people. So, Donald Trump, you have my vote. I don't think he will. I don't think he understands the Constitution. He understands the rule of law, which the left liberal does not understand. So I don't believe he's going to run. But I love how he's trolling them. I love how everybody's freaking out. And I just want to put my 2 cents in. But Trump, you have my vote if you decide to do that.
The people are reacting online because of what President Donald Trump said. And this is getting a lot of attention. Welcome back. How are y'all doing? Thank you to my return subscribers. I really appreciate you. And if y'all new here, welcome. The internet is buzzing because President Donald Trump, we don't know. Some said he just put out to get this attraction, to get this conversation, to get this attention, to get being talked about. And yes, if that's the purpose, he is getting it. Because I'm going to be rolling y'all how people are reacting. Like, okay, some are for it, some are not for it. But drop your comment. What do you guys feel when you heard him, said everything he said? That it's buzzing the internet, that he is coming back in 2028, that he is running the fort. Y'all heard me? Fort. Okay, drop your comment down there. How y'all feel? Let me roll your. How people are reacting?
One night you go to sleep and the next morning you wake up and you find out that Trump just announced his candidacy for 2028 for a 3rd term. He wants to do a 3rd term directly in defiance of our Constitution because the 22nd Amendment does not allow him to do that.
Trump supporters, you want me to tell you something? We got real big problems, and I'm going to put this in my story. You need to go check it out. Listen, we got a situation where Donald Trump said that he's going to run in 2028. This is unconstitutional. This is the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. This country does not need this. I'll tell anybody to their face, this country doesn't need this. We do not need Trump in there for another term. He has already lost. He lost to Joe Biden. He's lost this term because he's failed this country. His Republican colleagues have failed him and left him. So he's already lost this term. We don't need him in 2028. And the way that he talks to Caitlin Collins is just the most sickening thing ever. And if you support a man that talks to a woman like he does Caitlin Collins, you're a disgusting human being, and I'll tell you that, because that woman does nothing but her job, which is what she gets paid to do. What if you went into your job every day and you got talked to that way when all you're trying to do is pay your bills and make a living for yourself? And now Trump wants to talk to her like he did other night on stage and then put a 2028 hat and say that he's going to run again. This is the most disgusting and inhumane, immoral thing I've ever seen, and you Trump supporters need to wake up because this is unexcusable.
Trump said that he wants to run again in 2028 for a fourth term. And first of all, I say, let him. Let him. He's disintegrating right before our eyes. Like, what kind of a person is going to be left in 2028? He will suck all of the resources away from any other viable candidate that the Republican Party could put up. So I say, go for it. Second of all, listen to the words fourth term. That man already believes that he won 3 times. So this idea that he would be violating the Constitution, which has a 2-term limit for the presidency, it doesn't matter to him because he's already won 3 times. So what's a fourth? Trump knows that the Supreme Court is stacked with judges who are corrupt, who will side with him every single time. So he's not worried about that. But I will say this, any gains that Trump has made among Black, Latino, and Asian voters, which really did put him over the edge, who voted for him for the economy, will not vote for him again because the economy is tanked. It sucks. And we all know it's probably not going to get any better because they're not making any moves to try to make it better. In fact, they're doing the opposite and making it worse. And Trump said that at the White House Correspondents' Dinner, and he got a lot of laughs. There were a lot of yucks and applause when he put on the Trump 2028 hat. So just so we're fully aware, guys, corporate media is in cahoots with the Trump administration. Corporate media, these billionaire-backed media conglomerates, they like Trump. I can't tell you guys how many people do not know what is really going on because it's not printed in the newspaper. And you're like, but it's a newspaper. Nobody reads the newspaper. It brings validity to the conversation. And honestly, Democrats need to get louder and actually make the news. That is what Trump learned. Trump learned to make the news, that these people will just write what you say. And so Democrats actually need to say the thing. They can't expect the media to go out of their way to hold the Trump administration accountable for anything. It doesn't work like that. They're laughing with him in that room and applauding him, putting on the Trump 2028 hat.
He announced his 2028 presidential bid last night. Like, he's made merch and everything for this. And his argument about it, he says, well, he's already on his 3rd term, so why not the 4th if he's already doing the 3rd one? Right? Never mind the 22nd Amendment that says you can only have 2 terms. Perhaps 10 years if you take over for a president who has less than 2 years left in their tenure. Max. So if you did win and Biden didn't beat you, then this current presidency is invalid. I mean, there you go. And not to be outdone, even the White House shared this stupid thing on Facebook. Face Libre, if you will. 4 more years? See, if we put a little laughter, it means it's a joke, right? Right? He loves to test the waters with stuff. Like, do not be surprised by this. Although 2028 is in a long time. TikTok o'clock. Hey, please engage with us. I'm being suppressed right now. But yes, this happened last night at the White House Correspondents' Dinner where he rambled on for more than an hour. People made fun of his Epstein file stuff, and you can see him just fuming. He does that narcissistic chuckle that they do when they're mad. He does it all the time when somebody says something that irritates him. And also, if you watch the clip, the room did laugh. Nobody found it funny. It's not funny. Because we know the man is a little bit, in my opinion at least. So, I mean, like, you have to take people at their face value. One thing my mom taught me when dealing with my exes is that you have to believe what they tell you. Because they are telling you and you have to believe it. So when they're telling you who they are, believe it. Here it is. He is telling you who he is and what he intends to do. Jokes are only jokes if they're funny. And nobody was laughing. Anyway, let's get American flags in the chat so we can remember that this is not okay in our country. Like and comment and do the things because I'm being heavily suppressed right now. And I'll talk to you in a little bit. Okay?
This is not a joke. Donald Trump stated he is running for president in 2028. He is on video saying it. He just said it tonight. I'm going to show you the video. But all I got to say about this is if the Constitution doesn't matter anymore, then Mamdani, you should run for president against him. Here we go.
We are all doing good together. That's why tonight, to show just how much I care about the press, and I want to save your ratings, I'm pleased to announce my intention to and this is somewhat of a scoop, my intention to run for a fourth term as President of the United States. I will be doing that. I will be having an official, in fact, I think I have, I won 3 times. Now I'm going to do it again. Thank you. I'm going to do it. Should be easy. I'm getting very good at running for president. No, I won 3 times, did very well the second time, by the way. It's a rigged election, but we don't have to talk about it. You know, it's interesting, when you come back and you do a good job like we did, you don't care about it so much, but we do have to tighten up these elections because they really are in seriously bad.
All severely underreacting to Donald Trump last night, saying he's planning on running for president in 2028. It's not a joke. We shouldn't treat it as such. And before I show you video proof, which I'm about to do, if you're on the left, repost, share, spread this to as many eyes. And if you're on the right, because a lot of you are that follow me, please don't tune me out. Hear what I have to say after I show you this video.
And announce my intention to, and this is somewhat of a scoop, my intention to run for a fourth term as President of the United States. I will be doing that. I will be having an official. In fact, I think I have. I won 3 times. Now I'm going to do it again. Thank you. I'm going to do it. Should be easy. I'm getting very good at running for president. No, I won 3 times, did very well the second time, by the way. It's a rigged election, but we don't have to talk.
And a lot of you are conservative or on the right, but you still give me a chance to make my case. Please don't tune me out and go, Hunter, he's just joking. He's not. He is not. Okay, members of his own cabinet last year were talking about him running for president in 2028, and they were like questioned, you know, by journalists saying that's not constitutional. And then last year they said, oh, we're finding a workaround. And this year his administration is putting out multiple policies that makes it harder to vote in elections. Additionally, yeah, he might be saying it in a humorous way, but that is to trick people like you into believing that he's not entirely serious when he is. This is authoritarianism. This is a dictatorship that we are sliding into, and we have to stand up now, or else what will our Constitution stand for? What will our country stand for?
Looks like Democrats are about to have full meltdowns because Trump just announced he's running for president in 2028 again. Watch the next clip.
My intention to run for a fourth term as President of the United States. I will be doing that. I will be having an official. In fact, I think I have. I won 3 times. Now I'm going to do it again. Thank you. I'm going to do it. Should be easy. I'm getting very good at running for president.
And this is why we love Donald Trump, because he loves trolling the Democratic Party. But let's be honest, if Trump could run for president in 2028, the Democrats would have full meltdowns. They wouldn't know what to do with themselves. And to be honest with you, I 100% would love to watch this whole situation unravel. Democrats would literally have full meltdowns if Trump could run for president again. I could only imagine the stories, everything that would come out from their party, because honestly, they hate Donald Trump. And the fact that this man is trolling them hard to run for president in 2028, let's make it happen. Who would love to see Trump run again in 2028? I know I would.
Some said Donald Trump was trolling. Some said if he is serious, they are gonna vote for him. What do you guys think? Credit to all the creators for giving us the opportunity to add our comment. Go down in the comment section and add your comment. What do you guys think about this? Do y'all think this is, this is a joke, or he actually means it? I just do not think Democrats should be putting their no, talk about this. I don't want, because even the Republicans, they know that this is a joke. They know it. The Republicans are laughing. Okay. So for Democrats to be rolling, want to make it about Donald Trump instead of the Democrats to talk about what they are going to do for the people. So President Donald Trump is getting under them, and they are actually allowing him for him to say that and for them to want to run with it. If 2020 is going to be about Donald Trump, is 2026 midterm election going to be just about Donald Trump, the Democrat? Y'all need to wake up. Either Republicans are not even taking it serious because we got Republicans that want to run in 2028. We are talking about J.D. Vance. Y'all know J.D. Vance want to run 2028. Rubio, we get a lot of Republicans that they want to come in throwing their bid for 2028. So Republicans are not taking this serious. They know it is a joke. I don't think Democrats should take this serious either. Democrats should just let it be as a joke. But if Democrats want to run with this one, the people want to know what the candidate gonna do for them. They do not want to hear about President Donald Trump. They do not want the campaign to be about President Donald Trump. And guess what? Donald Trump knows it. And he just threw that out. If Democrats are running after this one, I don't know what to think of them in 2026. That is just the fact. But what do you guys think? Drop your comment down there in the comment section. Trust me, give it to Donald Trump. He knows how to get Democrats. He knows how to get them. And on this one, if they're running with it, he finally got them. I will see you on the next one. Bye for now.